Have you ever stopped to think about the bag of flour sitting in your pantry? What maximum do you know about the manufacturing of flour? You just know when wheat is ground, the result would be flour. We know it's easy to diminish such a skillful process, but trust me, it's a fascinating story. In fact, did you know that flour is the second most consumed ingredient in the world, after water? But before we dive into the world of flour, let's ask a question. Have you ever wondered what happens to the wheat that grows in fields across the world? Do you know how it transforms from a simple grain into the fine powder that makes your favorite baked goods possible? If not, then you're in the right place. In this video, we'll take you on a journey from wheat to flour, exploring the history, manufacturing process, and some interesting facts about this staple ingredient. Chapter: The Ancient Roots of Flour. The history of flour is a long and fascinating one, dating back thousands of years. The earliest evidence of flour production dates back to around 6000 BC, when ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and the Mesopotamians began to domesticate wheat. One of the most significant milestones in the history of flour was the development of the first stone mills. These ancient machines allowed for the mass production of flour, making it easier for people to access this essential ingredient. The Romans, in particular, played a crucial role in the evolution of flour production as they developed the first cone mills, which further increased efficiency and productivity. The industrial era brought significant changes to the flour industry. The introduction of steam-powered mills in the late 18th century revolutionized the process, allowing for the mass production of flour on a scale never before seen. This led to the widespread availability of flour, making it a staple in many cuisines. Throughout history, flour has been enriched with various nutrients to improve its nutritional value. The first enrichment efforts began in the 1930s, when iron, niacin, thiamine, and riboflavin were added to flour. Folic acid was later added to the list in the 1990s, further enhancing the nutritional profile of flour. The history of flour is also marked by the development of different types of flour, each with its own unique characteristics and uses. From whole grain flour to refined flour, each type has its own distinct texture and nutritional profile. The choice of flour often depends on the desired outcome in baking, with whole grain flour providing a coarser texture and more nutrients, while refined flour produces a finer texture and a lighter color. Chapter: The Art of Turning Wheat into Flour. Now that we've covered the history of flour, let's understand the manufacturing process step by step, right from cutting to purifying and packaging. It's a story that involves a combination of technology, skill, and attention to detail. Step 1. Cleaning and sorting. The process begins with the cleaning and sorting of wheat kernels. This involves removing impurities such as straw, sticks, and grain dust from the wheat. The wheat is then sorted based on its size and quality to ensure that only the best grains are used for milling. Step 2. Grinding. The cleaned and sorted wheat kernels are then ground into coarse flour using a combination of roll milling and impact milling. Roll milling involves grinding the wheat between steel rollers, while impact milling uses a rotor to break the wheat into smaller pieces. The combination of these two processes helps to achieve a more efficient grinding process. Step 3. Sifting and purifying. The ground flour is then sifted and purified to remove any remaining impurities. This involves passing the flour through a series of sieves to separate the fine particles from the coarse ones. The purifier uses controlled air currents to lift the lighter bran particles above the heavier flour particles, allowing for more efficient separation. Step 4. Regrinding and sifting. The sifted and purified flour is then regrounded and sifted to achieve the desired fineness. This involves passing the flour through a series of rollers and sieves to remove any remaining coarse particles and achieve the desired texture. Step 5. Packaging. Now the final step is packaging. The flour is poured into sacks or bags, which are then sealed and prepared for distribution. The packaging process involves ensuring that the flour is properly sealed to prevent contamination and spoilage. Chapter: The Many Faces of Flour. Flour is more than just a staple ingredient in baking and cooking. It has numerous health benefits and uses that make it an essential component of a balanced diet. I'll tell you some fascinating facts about flour and its impact on our bodies, starting from its nutritional profile. Flour is a rich source of carbohydrates, which provide energy for our bodies. It also contains small amounts of vitamins and minerals like iron, selenium, and thiamine. Whole wheat flour in particular is higher in fiber, antioxidants, and minerals compared to refined flour. These nutrients are essential for maintaining overall health and well-being. So now your question must be, what will be the health benefits, including flour in our diet, can have several health benefits. For instance, whole wheat flour can help lower the risk of cardiovascular disease by reducing cholesterol levels and improving blood sugar control. The fiber content in whole wheat flour also aids in digestion and satiety, making it a valuable component of a weight management diet. Even whole grains, including whole wheat flour, are rich in antioxidants and fiber. These compounds help protect against cell damage, reduce inflammation, and promote healthy gut bacteria. The antioxidants in whole grains, such as phenolic acids and flavonoids, have been linked to a lower risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. And the best thing you are going to have is a versatility in recipes. Flour is a versatile ingredient that can be used in a wide range of recipes, from baked goods to savory dishes. It can be used to make bread, pasta, cakes, cookies, and even as a thickening agent in sauces and soups. The different types of flour, such as all-purpose, whole wheat, and almond flour, offer varying textures and flavors that can be used to create diverse dishes. Flour is a nutritious and versatile ingredient that offers numerous health benefits and uses. By incorporating whole wheat flour and other types of flour into our diets, we can reap the rewards of a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Chapter: Be cautious. Certain people should avoid consuming flour, as we know flour can be a nutritious addition to a balanced diet. But some individuals should limit or avoid consuming it. For instance, individuals with gluten intolerance or celiac disease should avoid consuming a refined flour, which contains gluten. Whole wheat flour, on the other hand, is a better option, as it contains less gluten and more nutrients. Similarly, those with high blood sugar levels should limit their consumption of refined flour, which can cause a spike in blood sugar levels. Whole wheat flour, with its higher fiber and nutrient content, is a better choice for managing blood sugar levels. Additionally, individuals with digestive issues, such as irritable bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel disease, may need to limit their consumption of flour, especially refined flour, which can exacerbate symptoms. Chapter: The Power of Flour. So, there you have it, guys. A journey from wheat to flour, exploring the history, manufacturing process, and amazing facts about this staple ingredient. It's a story from the ancient roots of flour to the modern-day manufacturing process. So, the next time you bake a cake or make a sandwich, remember the hard work and dedication that goes into producing the flour that makes it all possible. And don't forget to give a like and subscribe for more informative videos like this.